Welcome everyone to another edition of Straight from the Paws. As you know, it's usually me and Gail, the co-host. Gail happens to be home sick in bed during this taping, so she's not here with us today, but we will have a guest. And I just want to remind you that last month's show with Manny Maciel is going to be having part 2 coming up, I believe, next month, if I can get him here. So that's what's going on right now, and I'd like to now say to you all that I'd like to welcome my guest today. Our guest is Cathy Salmon. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So we had you on the show a couple of years ago, so you've been here, so you know what a studio is like, having to talk on the studio all the time.
Yeah.
But today's a little bit different. We're going to talk about one of your little hobbies that is like a semi-career now, correct?
That is correct.
And the best part of it all is it benefits Forever Paws a lot.
Yes.
So we like that whenever something benefits Forever Paws. So first of all, you have another job besides your hobby job, right?
Yep.
So you can tell the audience what that is.
Well, I'm a real estate agent with Keller Williams, South Watauga.
All right, so that's the job where the money comes in.
That, and I'm a part-time office manager for specialty millwork.
So there you go. So there's all. Now the fun stuff is probably not as much of a money maker, but I also know that you did join the Fall River Chamber of Commerce.
Yes, yes.
Yes, we did see that.
Yes.
And you joined that with your hobby.
Well, yeah, it actually turned more into a business now because I'm doing real estate photography. So in addition to doing the dogs and family and pet, I'm doing real estate photography.
So there goes that hobby. So what we talked about was the hobby.
Yep.
So now we'll tell everybody what your hobby is.
Yep. Taking the pictures of the animals at the shelter.
And it benefits us because you came into the shelter. I think we did a Valentine's Day shoot, correct?
Yes. Yep.
Now I'd like to explain why we're going to be doing this. There's 2 reasons why we're doing this. One reason is in the year 2019, we did a Google search for pictures. And we put some Google search pictures up on our website. And lo and behold, wham, we got a fine.
Yeah.
We had to pay a nice huge chunk of change to the person who owns the rights of the Google picture. So beware when you download Google Pictures. I think they call it Google Photos or something like that.
The images, yeah.
Google Images,
Yes,
that's it, Google
yes.
Images. And we did that. And we got slapped with a fine. You cannot use somebody else's photos.
Right.
So knowing that, director Ariana wanted to start finding some pictures for Christmas, and she did find a Google image Christmas picture. It had cats and dogs with Christmas hats on it. And she posted it, and we went flying over to the shelter. Ariana, you got to take that down, you got to take it down. And the reason is it was a Google image, and she didn't know about that. So beware, you cannot publish Google images. So then Ariana came up with the idea, why don't we call Cathy? Hence, you came to the shelter. So what Ariana's going to be doing is taking the pictures that you're going to be producing, and that's going to become our own Google images. So all throughout the year, we can post pictures of our animals, not have to go to Google Images anymore.
Yeah.
And I believe she asked you if you would do all the holidays.
Yes.
So we could talk about the first ones, the Valentine Pictures, which was such a huge success. I think every one of those animals has been adopted too.
Oh my God, that's wonderful.
Yeah, I think all of them, especially Mr. Wilson. Remember the little black, whatever he was, a little, he looked like Chihuahua.
I think that was one of my favorite too.
Mr. Wilson.
Just looking up.
I know. And then the cats with the beads.
Yep.
That was so cute too.
Props always help.
And I think you had Ralphie. Was Ralphie one of those ones with the scarf on, or was that Harley? The German Shepherd.
I had 2 German Shepherds.
So one of them went home on, let me see, I forgot the date, but anyway, Ralphie went home.
Oh,
so he's already got adopted.
Yeah.
And as of this airing, Harley's still there, but she does have apps.
Okay.
So she'll probably be going home by the time this is shown to the world.
That's wonderful.
So
that's
yeah,
terrific.
so tell us what you did for this beautiful shoot.
Well, the best part was that I had the support of Ari to bring in a studio. I had a makeshift studio.
Yes.
So she went out, she picked up some backdrops, and I brought the props in, of course, myself. And then the entire staff It was really wonderful. She just brought dog after dog. We did the photos. I had a great group behind me getting all the attention that we needed.
I was in back of you once with a squeaky toy.
And it helps. That
It
makes
did, yeah.
That's huge. That's huge. And so with all those people helping, it really helped to produce really nice photos. So it was a lot of fun.
I saw those photos and I was so impressed.
Yeah.
I mean, who would think a cat would sit and pose?
You've got to be quick.
Yeah, I mean,
quick.
it looked like when you took out, there was a tabby kitten whose name I forget because I see so many tabby kittens.
Yeah.
But there was this tabby kitten, I'd say about 4 months old, 5 months old,
Yep.
and you had a string of white
Yep.
pearls
Yep.
on the red velvet cushion,
Yep.
and they were just spread out, and the cat was just sitting there like this, just staring at you.
Yep.
I know it was a second, probably in the camera.
Oh yeah,
the
it's
cat
quick.
was like moving all over the place.
That's the skill with
But it was
doing
so
photos
beautiful.
like that. Yeah.
So, and almost, I think every one of those animals has already found a home, like I said
Wonderful.
before. So,
Oh, that's
so
wonderful.
what's next? What are we going to do next?
Well, it's St. Patrick's Day.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll start loading up on the decorations, and then come in.
That's this month?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God, I hope we see them on the
Well,
the
we'll be
show.
doing it this month, but
All
St.
right, but
Patrick's Day is March. Yeah.
Yes. So
Yep.
this airing is March.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Okay.
All right. So what we're going to end up doing, unless we can get those photos quicker to the studio, they won't show until April. The April show.
Okay,
It'll be
we'll
a
get 'em-
while. We'll
we'll
have
get
to
'em
try to
quick.
get them all in.
Yeah, we'll get them quick.
Yeah,
doesn't-
we could do
It
that.
doesn't take long to do those photos with, like I said, with your staff. It made all the difference in the world. I think we did maybe 21 dogs in an hour and a half. It was just 1 hour. I was lucky because of the way it was set up and with all the attention with everybody behind me. I was getting these great shots.
There was one of 2 little white dogs.
Yep.
And one was climbing over the other.
Yep.
I think that was a bonded pair that we
Yeah.
had. And I thought there was a shot you took where the 2 of them were actually sitting pretty looking at you.
Yep.
But the one you picked was the one climbing over the other.
Yep.
That was
Yep.
so adorable.
Well, there
Who
were a
would
few
think?
I sent. So
Yeah, they were so cute. My
Yeah.
God, they were amazing. So now we're going to do this regularly.
Yes.
Yes. And I know the day of the Valentine shoot, we also had the Fall River reporter
Yep.
doing his thing. We
Yep.
had BCC down there
Yep.
doing their thing.
Yep.
With the
Wednesday's
cat
a
and dog.
crazy day, though.
Wednesday is a crazy day
Yeah.
at Forever Paws. So it's the
Yep.
only day we're closed to the public.
Yep.
And it's nuts
Yeah.
on Wednesday. So I'm so glad the public is
But
not
we still seem to get it done, and everybody just kind of teams up and does their thing, and they
So
have fun.
I do know that Ari's already got the St. Patrick's Day stuff.
Good, good.
So maybe next Wednesday you can go down there and
Yeah.
tell her you're going to do it.
I'll be down tomorrow. I'm going to just do some general shots of things that they need for the website.
Okay, just the general pictures.
Yep, general pictures. I'll go down for a couple of hours and work with one of your staff, David, usually, and get some photos done at the same time. I'll find out what she wants to do as far as, the next shoot. But I'm on board for
Oh, I know.
whatever she wants,
And
because I'm thrilled being able to bring that studio in.
There's a couple of pictures that get posted when they find an animal, and it's behind chain link. I hate those pictures.
Me too.
We want to make sure that we don't post those pictures because, first of all, the chain link always looks crappy.
Right.
And secondly, it always looks like the dog is in jail.
Yeah.
And it doesn't present a nice picture. So we'll try to make sure that we get the fewer of those. You know.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's hard because an animal is picked up by animal control, and you don't know the temperament of the animal just yet, and so they have to put it in a kennel. And they forgot to take a picture and it came in by animal control, so they
Right.
end up taking it through the kennel door.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't like those pictures.
Well, what I think would be a good idea is maybe spend some time with your staff when I can't be there, and show them how to take those photos.
Yeah, maybe,
and that way,
maybe Wednesday when you go in.
I think they have an idea. At least I could tell by a couple of people behind me that kind of knew what to do. But yeah, I'd love to have like a little workshop with them and just show them if I can't make it on a certain day, here's what you do,
Yeah, that would. And everybody has an iPhone or the other kind of phones.
Yep. You can the
With
iPhone or
they
the
have,
Android.
Yeah, the Android, and they have beautiful cameras in them. So I know my granddaughter takes pictures in photography class, and she uses her iPhone. She has a a Nikon camera, but the classroom just uses the iPhones.
Yeah, they take great photos.
And she has taken some wonderful photos with her phone, you know, because she's got that eye for photography.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's quite amazing. So we're going to do a St. Patrick's Day shoot, followed by something for Easter, and I know Ari's already got Easter stuff starting to grow.
That's great.
And
That's
then
great.
we do get a lot of toys and items that can be used also in some of the shoots. So we're going to save that for you too.
That'll be great. That'll be great.
Squeaky toys, and I saw a couple of toys that were just brought in as donations, and they looked like stuffed turkeys.
Oh, jeez.
They did. They're you know, about this size. They were
Yep.
stuffed animals, and they were the shape of a turkey. And inside, believe it or not, you could open it, and it had a chewy bone inside. It's called the wishbone.
Yep.
So if the dog opened it, he could get the wishbone out. It was the craziest toy.
Oh, that's nice.
Never seen one. So we'll put one aside for you.
Okay.
So when you do a Thanksgiving shoot,
There you go.
you have
we'll
the
load
stuff
up
with
we'll
the
load
turkey.
Up. No, I love it. I think
Yeah,
that's
it's
great.
going to be kind of great.
Yeah.
So let's see, what else do you do for us? You come in, you were saying you take the regular pictures that we post on we have Facebook and we have Instagram.
Yeah.
So we post pictures of animals going home, and we post dogs that are hard to adopt, like Luscious.
Yeah. I try to do the marketing campaigns for those dogs.
Right, to get them, the pictures say a lot. You know,
Yeah.
pictures are worth 1,000 words, they say.
Yeah, I put a little story. So I send it to Forever Paws, and then I also do something on my Facebook page, which kind of talks about the animal coming from them, who they are, what they're looking for. So.
We also have a volunteer named Nancy Duncan. Are you familiar with Nancy
No.
Duncan? So
Sure.
you're not? No, she's
not
a
sure.
volunteer. She's
Okay.
going to be a clerk, part-time clerk. You know, we have different clerks at the front desk.
Yeah.
So Nancy Duncan is going to be a part-time clerk, and I think she owns Duncan Hearing, Duncan Audiology.
Okay.
I believe Ari sends her posts to put on her Facebook page
Oh,
too.
nice.
So now if you look up, you know, Duncan Hearing, she has posts of all our animals too.
Good.
So we really are marketing in a nicer way than,
Yeah.
you know,
It's
than we
what
ever have.
It's what it's all about. So.
Definitely.
Yeah, you need to have the good photos, you know, a nice little write-up about the animal, something that talks about them, and get as many people to share as possible, and then people see this all over the country.
I know. We actually got a phone call from a lady in California
Yeah.
who saw, I think it was either Harley or Ralphie, the German Shepherds,
Yeah.
and she wanted to know if we shipped to California.
Oh, that's
She wanted to
wonderful.
adopt. Oh no, it was not them. It was a Saint Bernard. You know, we
Yeah.
have the 3 Saint Bernards.
Yep, I heard. In fact, I think that's who I'm going to photo shoot tomorrow.
And they're always muddy.
Yep,
Because
that's okay.
they go out in the play yards, and you know it is the season of mud.
Yeah.
And they come in and they're covered in mud, which kind of looks like a Saint Bernard with the long drools that come
Yep.
out. So this lady in California had seen them, one of the pictures you posted
Yeah.
of one of the Saint Bernards,
Oh.
and she called from California. So yes, we are reaching all across the country.
That's the way to do it.
And we have shipped animals to California in the past.
Yeah.
I know we have. I remember a farewell one day for a dog, but the person in California paid for it.
Oh, okay.
We took the dog up to Boston in a crate, and then she paid for the dog to fly out to California. And it was on a nighttime flight so that it wasn't hot,
Yeah.
and it was in the summer, you know, closer to June.
Yeah.
So it was a nighttime flight, so the dog didn't have the heat of the day. And it flew out to California, and she met it in the airport in California.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And it was a spectacular breed of hound that was very rare. It was a red dog, you know, red, and it was
Yeah.
very big. It was about 120 pounds. And that dog went out to California. So we do have dogs that travel around the country.
Good to know.
And
Because
I
I
know
have
we have
quite
a
a few
lot in
friends.
Florida. I know we have a lot of dogs that go to Florida.
Yeah.
So yeah, we do that. So these pictures that you're taking are reaching the whole United States.
I'm thrilled. It's been my dream to be able to do this. It's one of the reasons I picked up a camera in the first place, because I thought we could do something more with these dogs.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So I think this is a win-win for us at Forever Paws.
Yeah.
So I'd like to share a little bit too about what Kathy does on her real job. So she takes photos of real estate.
Correct. Yeah.
And I've seen some of them because I'm friends with you on Facebook.
Yeah.
So explain to the audience how you do that. What do you do?
Well, the realtor calls, and I go into the home and travel with my camera. And essentially what I'm doing is telling a story of the house. My job is to not only show the dynamics of the room and the detail and the lighting, but I'm showing the flow so that when people are looking at the property, they can kind of picture themselves in there, so that everything is, clear to them.
Did you ever take courses in photography?
Yes.
So you actually went to school?
I am not formally trained as a photographer. My background is marketing, but I did go to RISD. I took a few classes there. I hired a coach. I also worked with a few other photographers over the years. So it's all morphed into what started out as a hobby.
Right.
In the last couple of years, maybe 2 or 3 years, has turned into a business.
It's wonderful. And you have clients.
I do.
So you have clients, and a lot of them are pets, because I know we hired you to do my granddaughter's picture for a Christmas card. We were trying to come up with some kind of a Christmas card to have my granddaughter on the card. And you came into the house and you set up the living room with the tree. And I have that big photo on my piano in the house. So that came out really, really nice. So Casey actually got a professional photographer came into the house. So you have clients, and where do they go to your studio?
Well, I actually prefer to do location shots. I do have a studio set up down at the mill, the part-time job that I have, but I primarily go to people's homes. I have a portable studio that I bring with me with a backdrop and the lighting. And if it's in the wintertime and they don't want to shoot outside, I'll shoot in their home. But I enjoy doing location shots, so I go outside shots. So we'll go to the beach, their favorite park. Maybe we go, to a trail that they like. Maybe in the fall they like the colors. I really leave it up to them, whatever they're feeling, comfortable with. When it comes to shooting with a pet, I would prefer to go where the pet's comfortable. Going into a studio isn't always the best idea for them because they may not relax, but if they have a favorite park that they like to go to, then I'll do the shoot there. Or again, I'll go to their home and do the photo.
Oh, that's wonderful. How would people get in touch with you if they wanted to do this?
My website is Cathy Salmon, CathySalmonPhotography.com.
Okay, so I didn't know that either. I didn't know you were doing that. So people can actually call you up or go to the website and book. A big question, do you do weddings?
I do not.
You do? That's a real big all-day affair.
That you really need some specific training, in my opinion, to do. It's never been my genre to do, so I would prefer to the family and pet. Of course, the real estate. I love, love, love doing real estate photography and the pet photography. So
we're the benefits of the pet photography. That's a given. So we're hoping that we'll get to see some of the pictures on this show. Did you bring pictures today?
I did.
All right, so we're going to see some of the pictures as we're talking. They're going to be up on the screen. I'm really looking forward to that too. It sounds like it's going to be a win-win for Forever Paws Animal Shelter.
And me too. I'm thrilled to be part of Forever Paws. I've been there since 2000.
I know, you've been there a long time. To think of
I started cleaning the cages on Saturday morning.
Well, do you remember that? How far back was that, in the 90s?
2000.
2000?
It was 2000.
Was it? It wasn't in the new building, it was in the old building.
The old building.
Right, so with the new building, we're going to stop calling it the new building. It's almost 17 years we've been in that building. My granddaughter was born on the day we moved in.
No kidding.
And she's 16, so we know how, this year will make 17 years. I can't believe my granddaughter's going to be 17.
I know.
Yikes. Oh, that's tough. But that was the day that we moved in, December 29th, 2003 was the day we moved into the building. So we've always referred to it as the new building. Right now it's kind of getting old, but I'm very proud of what we do. I think our building looks fantastic.
I think it's great.
We always maintain it. I think maintaining it is the key, not letting it fall apart. We fix little things as they break. For a light bulb, a socket, a wire, we fix it, a dent in the wall. It gets fixed right away, and it's been painted ongoing at all times.
Yeah.
We just had all the white woodwork painted again. Luckily, we're fortunate to have a handyman that comes at the beck and call. You know, you say, come on over, and we got a broken washing machine.
You're lucky. You're lucky.
And he comes and he fixes a broken washing machine right away. So
Yeah.
we never let anything fall apart. We try to keep it up.
And it shows.
And we
Yeah.
do get a lot of compliments. Our school was built by Diamond Regional Vocational High School.
Yeah.
And it was more built like a house
Yeah.
than a business. So knowing that, it takes a lot of wear and tear. Sheetrock is not good with dogs or cats, you know, because they just claw away at
Oh, yeah.
sheetrock.
Yeah.
But we do maintain it so it doesn't look back.
Well-
We do get people that walk in and go, wow, it's really nice in here.
Yeah.
And those pictures that you take show the building too, so I'm very happy.
Oh, yeah. I do a lot outside.
Yes, and we are in the middle of, and I believe by this time almost completed, an outside walking trail.
Okay.
So you will actually be able to go on the walking trail and take some pictures
Oh,
of the
that'd be
dogs. We're in the mud season, so it's almost completed. I believe the surface of the walking trail will be very similar to a baseball diamond. So it'll be that kind of a granular type
Yeah.
of surface.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to go out there. And with a lot of luck, because we work with Durfee High School's Red and Black program, we have students that will be coming to the trail. They will be building an agility course. So the dogs will jump over and climb through and weave through stuff.
Yeah.
So that'll be a nice place to take pictures.
Oh, that's
also.
fun. Good.
Yeah, so that's going to be a nice, I think a nice little area, especially when the spring starts bringing in, you know, the greenery stuff.
Yeah.
And you can get onto that trail and see all of that stuff. It's
Oh,
gonna
that's
look nice.
exciting.
I know.
That's
it's
exciting. There's my outdoor studio.
There's
I
your
love
also
it.
studio right on our walking trail.
Nice.
And I'm hoping that it will be finished by the spring. You know, the Durfee students will be making planters. I'm hoping, because that was one of the suggestions, out of tires. You know, we have 1 billion tires on the land.
Oh, that's a great idea.
You know, so they're going to be stacking tires, painting them,
Yeah.
filling them with dirt, and then we're going to put like tulips and daffodils in the tires, so it'll look like a
Wow.
planter, and that'll be scattered throughout the trail. You know, using what we have on the site.
That's
There's
smart.
also a lot of rock on the trail, great big boulders, and it looks like construction concrete tubes. Those are there too. So the students might paint them and use them as part of the trail.
Yeah.
So you can have some of this colorful
Oh, I love it.
stuff.
Oh, I'm looking
I
forward
know, I'm
to
looking forward
it.
to it,
That's
too.
exciting.
Yeah, so we're hoping that the trail will be open. This is March, so probably by the end of March, when the mud season is gone. You know,
Okay.
it's all the rain that makes the mud out there. We'll be able to have you go down on the trail with some of the dogs.
Oh, I love
And
it.
especially the big dogs, they go out on the trail. It looks like they're on a scenic walk.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to take pictures down there. On
Oh,
the
I
scenic
love
walk.
it. I love it.
We have a bridge there. Have you ever seen the bridge?
I have. I
So-
chased a dog down there once.
Oh, you chased the dog down the bridge. So I believe this spring, when the trail is complete,
Yeah.
Ari's going to start a walking volunteer program. And we do have a trainer, which I'm trying to get on a TV show, but he's very camera shy.
Yeah.
Bill from New England Dog Training.
Oh, I know
wants-
him.
You know him too.
Yeah,
So he
very
wants to
nice.
train the walkers.
Yeah.
He's going to come and give us a lesson so that our new volunteers, which will be just dog walkers,
Yeah.
and going on that trail, he will talk them into the best way to walk a dog and not to choke them. And I believe Ari's gotten all new collars, martingale collars, which is supposed to be more beneficial for their neck
Okay.
and prevent pulling on the leash. So that's all coming down in the future.
And I don't know if she told you we were going to be looking at doing a calendar.
Oh, she did.
Another calendar.
Is it
Yeah.
going to be a pet calendar?
It's definitely going to be a pet. We're trying to figure out what the theme is going to be.
Oh,
The last one
nice.
I did was in the nursing homes.
That's right.
So
I got that
we're
one.
trying to put something together.
And we
It
did
could be-
one with the Fall River Fire Department.
Yep.
That
I was
was a-
thinking boudoir type photos with the animals,
Oh,
making
okay.
it look sexy, but we're going to
We
put our
have
heads
a
together.
lot of costumes. And
Oh,
we
yeah.
can use some of those costumes.
Oh.
So that can be a lot of fun
Yeah.
to do that. I didn't know we were going to do a calendar.
We were talking
This will
about it
be
the other day.
2021 then.
Yes.
So it'll be
yes.
the calendar for next
Yes.
year.
Yeah.
But you'd have to get it all started now.
Yep. We have to
Get the
think
pictures.
about, you know, how we're going to do it, what's the theme going to be, and
Is it going to be animals and people or just animals?
haven't decided.
And it can be any animals.
We'd prefer the forever paws.
So not
animals.
owned animals.
Correct.
Not like
Yeah.
my Lola.
No, yeah, we want to make sure that they're
Okay.
The rescue dogs.
Okay, so
yeah.
there'll be, I like this idea.
Yeah.
So when are you starting that?
We're not sure. I'm going to meet with Ari and kind of put our heads together and maybe get a group together and think about, again, what the theme's going to be, and then put a plan in place.
Nice.
I'm figuring we should have the photos done by the spring and then start to
Oh, I hope the
get the
trailers.
calendar.
Well, you want a boudoir.
Well, we're not sure.
Yeah,
We're not
so-
sure. We're going to throw some ideas out. That was the first thing that came to mind, but we're going to, like I said, we're going to put our heads together and come up with a theme and just go for it.
Wow, I'm really
Yeah.
excited. I hope our audience is going to be ready to buy calendars. I know that the other calendars, we sell those at a lot of our fundraising events.
Yep.
That was the nursing home with the dogs.
Yep.
That was a nice
Yeah,
calendar.
we raised, that was Penny and I. We put our heads together and we figured we'd go to the nursing homes, we'll bring some dogs with us, take some photos. We raised about $2,400.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
I'm
between
really looking
selling,
forward to that.
selling them at Forever Paws.
Right, we sold them
and-
at the functions, you know, of all of our events that we had before the year ended. So that's a nice event. We
Yeah.
could sell them at the Festival of Trees. We
Yeah.
could sell them at the September event. If they were ready by September, that'd be
I'm
fantastic.
hoping to get it done by then.
That would be so
I think
awesome.
if we could start soon, getting the photos are the easy part, to be honest with you. It's getting the calendar together and then having it printed. Some of the printing companies don't start working on their calendars until sometime in September or October, so I'm going to have to get in touch
Well,
with
our
them.
event's the last Friday in September. So
Okay.
either the 28th, 27th, 29th, it's always around that time.
Yeah.
Off the top of my head, I can't remember, but I know it's the last Friday in September. And we're at White's, by the way.
Yeah.
And our next event is the Spring Fling, which
Yeah.
is a psychic fair.
Yeah.
And as I'm looking at our clock, I can't believe we're almost done.
Oh my God.
I know. How does that happen,
I
right?
know.
So, yeah, I'll put in a plug. We have the Spring Fling, which is going to be at Rachel's Lake Cider. And then we'll have our clam boil
Yeah.
at the Seacon Gun Club. And then we have also this summer, we have the one for the Fall River Working Dogs. We have that in August. So.
Okay. Is that
Well,
new?
No, we had it last year.
Okay.
So Kathy, thank you so much for coming on our show.
Thank you for
can't
having
believe it.
me.
And one more plug for where you can find you for photography.
Cathy Salmon Photography, 774-526-2782.
Thank you.
Thank
Wonderful
you.
show, and I want to thank everybody for watching. We'll see you again on Monday nights at 7. Thank you.
Thank you.